Welcome to episode 3 of this tutorial series of Carrier Command 2. My name is Daz Tactic. I hope you've been enjoying the content so far. If you do like it, please consider liking and subscribing. It certainly helps with the YouTube algorithm. Now, we don't see any dangers down below us, so this is actually all okay. Back in through here, the depth sonar completely open because we're in fairly deep water at this particular point in time. What we want to do is we want to get it. Whoa! I don't want to go forward. I'm just going to press escape. We're going to be going around this portion of the island. We're going to move up into here, so about maybe back into here somewhere, a couple of like 1.5 kilometers away on the actual island itself. Now, the biggest danger for us is the missiles that can be fired from the aircraft that we think are in this hangar. That's the airfield at the top there. So let's just go and make sure that we're ready for that. So we go back around to our weapon systems over this side. We can actually put different units out in like ready to sort of try to shoot down any planes that do come our way. But if we stay far enough away, we won't actually trigger them until it's all too late. Now, the big thing, I did mention this, I think in episode 1, I think, when we were talking about the bridge, make sure you've got the CWIS systems armed, because these are automatic. Any threat that gets close to the ship, whether it be planes or helicopters or missiles, it will attempt to shoot down. So, and it does a very, very good job. It's just we've got sort of like, we've only got 100 bullets. We have to then get them reloaded. But anyway, they're all armed and ready to go. And so that will do a good job without you having to do anything at all. Let's move across and have a bit of a look through the viewing scope, just so we can actually have a look at the island. And now if I just press R, I then take this one over manually. It's the same thing where I've got the same sort of stability that I can actually then go and make use of. I'm just going to go and press the T key. And the first one is stabilized, the second one is tracking. So I'll just do that again. T is off, first one is stabilized, the last one is tracking. Now tracking helps if you're moving. Now these are all been marked before. I'm just looking to see if there's any turrets that I can see that I may have missed, that's just sort of standing out over the top of the actual island itself. There's that pinnacle that we saw there a couple of episodes ago. There's really nothing there that I can sort of see is actually any sort of problem. So this is a good way to just get a bit of a feel for how far away we are. We're like 2.8 kilometers, which is a bit too far to effectively sort of do anything. The closer we are, the better in a lot of ways. And we're going to be wanting to use our main gun to do most of it. So we're just going to arm the main gun and get that one ready. Now to get that one ready, what we do is we just come back in, and I'll just press R again just so we sort of got control of this one. And you'll remember now that we're tracking with this. And you can see down there on the left hand side, it says manual because we're now using it manually. We're in tracking mode. It's me, Daz Tactic, that's actually doing it. We've got the CRR missile. We've got like a missile that we can actually sort of, it's the one that we actually have selected, like a cruise missile, which we could make use of, and it's ready to go. So that's essentially what it is. Now, if we go and press the Z key, you can see down in the bottom left-hand corner there, it's got like how to fire, how to zoom, like with the scroll wheel. Cycle weapon is just Z. Now, what I want is this CRR gun. This is my 160mm gun. And so this is the main thing I'm going to be then using. And if I just go and press escape, go back out, and you see that I did actually arm this gun. The main gun is now armed. And if you wanted to see what the status is, just look up above. So this is now ready to go. So if I go and click on this one through here, the gun has got 20 ammunition inside the turret itself. And these are the ammunition ready to go. And it's armed and ready to be fired. And so as long as we're within range, which is about 5 kilometers, we should be okay. Now, this is the radar that we will be wanting to have a bit of a look at if they do manage to launch. But I think we'll be okay. And I'm just going to zoom this one out to 10 kilometers, just so we've got the island fully covered. Anything that actually does happen. Every gap in through here is 2,500. Most of what we have is only effective at under 5 kilometers. So actually, maybe we can just go to 5 kilometers. That will be fine. So essentially, the 12, like if it gets inside this circle, we're in a bit of trouble. That's about 1.25 kilometers away. All right, so let's just leave that one there so we can actually just glance at that one to see if there's any red dots that appear. Time to move into position. So we can now use these screens to sort of just make sure that we get where we want to go. I'll just go and click on, not so much this one, I'll just press escape and we'll just glance back down to this one, and we're just going to increase the throttle and just change, and just have to turn off the heading lock I'm just going to steer. Just remember to do that if you take manual control like this. We want to move into that green area off to the side of the, back over here somewhere. This is where if you've got multiple people, get them to help you with what your range is as you do this, if you're the helmsman, because it's quite difficult. You get used to it, but it's quite difficult to make sure that you actually do stay far enough away, you don't start to trigger things. But at least we've got the CWIS system set up in case we do start to trigger those aircraft. I've got that one sort of just moving across. I want to be into that fairly dark area. I want to be around the side of the of this thing. I wish there was a rangefinder here. It would be really cool if you could actually sort of check the ranges as you go. If I'm unsure, I just flick across to here, quickly flick over, just press R. How far away from the island are we? We're 1.7 kilometres. Just going to have to keep on sort of moving around here. Some of these are very, very close, 1.2. I'm seeing a hangar there. If I can get a vision inside that hangar, that would be really, really useful. Because that way I can actually then fire directly up into that location. Looks like we may actually a bit further around. That's the first thing we want to take out is those aircraft. Just see just a portion of it. Anyway, that's just a nice way to get the range. Let's just keep it going. So this is the craft now coming in. So the hangar is back up there. Now if we see a dot appear in the hangar, it means that we've then got visual on that particular location. I like the angle that we're on. And we're going to end up being about 1 kilometre. This is 1 kilometre in through here, which is a little bit close. We're not going to see the hangar. Okay, we're going to have to deal with the aircraft a different way. So maybe we have to go around a little bit closer. It looks like we may be able to get a vision through there soon. I think we're too low actually. Alright, let's just stop here. Now what we'll do is we'll just try to finish off a few of the craft that are in there. Now there's different things we can do. I think that the CWIS system is going to be able to take out anything that does come from the island. Anything that sort of presents itself in terms... Oh, that's interesting. There's actually damage that's being done, but we're not firing. Now that has to... I don't know what's happened there. It's like they've wandered into one of the other areas. I could put up other aircraft, but I'm concerned about their aircraft. Let's just go back to this system. We've got these. The main gun is turned on. That's what we're going to be mainly using here. So we just press R. That's over there. Something blew up in there. We may have hit the lava. I'm just not sure. It's 2 kilometres. Inside there. I think the rim is just 2 kilometres away. Let's just see if we can blow something up in there. We don't know what's actually up there. So we've got the carrier gun is ready. Let's just fire it. Let's engage, requesting support. And we'll then fire off. Pretty good. That was inside the hangar. I'd be very surprised if anything survived that. Probably the two at the back did survive. So we just hit the edge of the hangar there. Yeah, look at that. We've got 2 smoke tendrils coming off the other side. I don't think I can get the back because it wouldn't go through the hangar itself. Now we've got multiple in through this side. I want the walruses next, if we can find them. Now that's got rid of 2 of the planes. seeing other vehicles up this way. There's a walrus. Looked like it just blew itself up, didn't it? So there's maybe at the back there. We're not quite getting the vision that we need. Got that one painted. It's been painted before as well. I'm not getting the clusters that I need. It's the walruses that are the problem for me now. The light coming. I think we might go in and take this location now. Sort of missing them in behind things. You can waste a lot of your ammunition, and we don't want to be wasting ammunition. This is very, very valuable stuff. I prefer to be wasting railguns. What I might do is I might take a strafing run rather than using this deck gun. Let's actually trigger the the rest of the aircraft to come after one of our helicopters. So I'll use a helicopter to do the next thing. You can do anything you like in this game, which is really, really cool. So with our air support, we've set up the other helicopters A3 and A4. I can send them both up together, but I'm just going to send one up at a time. We'll trigger their air support so we can then use our CWIS system to destroy them. So we're going to go across. We'll just go into this area through here. It's essentially where we're going to be. So we're on the Belle Tempest Island. We're just moving close. Everything's going to be nice and close and through here. Just press escape, we'll just get out of the seat, and we'll just go and deploy A3. So if we have a look back up and through here, the crane will then come across, pick up the helicopter. So we can sort of see, in fact, it's already, the lift is now getting ready, the elevator. And as soon as the elevator comes up, the helicopter will then be sent off. So the lift went down. Here comes the helicopter going across to where the lift is. The lift is off to the left in this side. So it's being craned across the lift. It's now ready, and up we go. Very, very soon. All right, so this will then come up, and immediately it will launch. So we'll just watch it come up, and as soon as it gets to the top, it'll just take straight off. Now let's go and control this guy. And what we want to do is we want to come in from the other side. So I'm going to go and move this one out. I'm going to keep it down low, but we're going to move it. Now we're getting more vision because of this one's now already getting views of what's going on. But we want to keep at least 1 kilometre away from everything until we're ready to do our strafe. So we're going to move out to this other side of the island until we can see the units on the airport there. So let's just go across to the camera mode. Now this one here, we've really only got flight or the different guns that we actually have. So press number 2. These are the guns. I can't actually even really control the guns, to be honest. They just do their own thing. So we're just going to let it do its own job. We don't need to be controlling this one at all. It's been spotted and they're firing at us. That's what that indicates. So there's units there that are firing at us. Now that's triggered these. We should start to see some of these now come out. Now if they do, I'm going to have to then do a strafing run straight down. These are the 2 that I want to get rid of. And if I'm at all concerned, I can just have a quick look and see what's going on here. So the helicopter's now moving around to the side. Oh, hang on, no, that's been damaged. That may be in the lava. I'm thinking. I thought it was actually firing at us, but that's actually losing health. And this one's actually firing at us. I think what I'll do is I'm just going to quickly go across and deal with that one. We're just a little bit too close to the area. Okay, so that one's now been dealt with. So I guess is the area that we've got to be a little bit concerned about. Alright, so now we want to come back across. Just move this one down. Still not seeing anything in the hangar just yet. I'm going to use the chain gun on the guys in the hangar. As soon as they appear. So we're 400 meters up. But we're seeing again a lot of what's going on in the island. And so that means it's the last time we saw it. It's not a circle. As soon as it changes into a circle, it means we can actually spot it. Razorbill, I think the albatross might be the more dangerous of the two. Now we've been spotted. That's an indicator that we've been spotted, and they're now firing at us. I'm going to come through. I'm going to do a run now on that albatross using the gun. So we're now going to be doing our run, and if we take any damage, we'll sort of see it underneath there. So it's using its actual guns. If we just go back and look at this guy, so we're coming in, and we got it. Excellent. So that's been taken out, and we still haven't got any damage. So let's get right away from there. But everyone's now firing at us and chasing us. Actually, we have taken damage now. So let's get right away. And now we'll start to see the other helicopter will come back out. And what we want to do is get right away from there and get him back on board. So we're taking some damage. Our hit points are down to 28. And that should get this helicopter in the air. I've taken a little bit of damage on the carrier as well from that unit that was firing at us. So I got a little bit too close for comfort. I'm going to get this one back on board. Okay, so that's all we need to do there. Let's go back to this one again and look for other opportunities. Press R again. Gangs up. I'll just have another shot at all of those. This is going up. This one. There's a helicopter. No, that's sorry, it's ours on the right. I thought it was saw another one actually getting into the air. And I'm missing. That's effective. Still not seeing anything in the air. We've got rid of most of their assets. I think there's still one helicopter which for whatever reason hasn't actually lifted off yet. Okay, let's see what was there. Right, that was good. Let's keep them tracking. I don't know what this one is. Oh, there's a turret there. We didn't even see the turret. Let's see what sort of turret it actually is. It's only a gun. How far away is it? Oh, gee, we were close. If it goes under actually here we go. Then we're coming back in. Let's fire at this one. This will hardly do any damage to us. But it's under the 1 kilometre. So it's funny, for all of that looking for the turrets, we completely missed that one. Yeah, better take it out with this. I've only got 4 ammo left at the moment. They will bring more from the stocks, the supplies. So if that helicopter at the back does rise, okay, that's now gotten rid of that one there. If the helicopter at the back does rise and starts to come after us, and I haven't seen it, but if it does, we do actually now have all of these guys ready to take it down. So it may have already come out and attacked us. We just don't know. I'm a little bit too close. We've got one more shot left before we can get the other stuff down. Let's just keep this one painted. Missed. Another shot loaded. Let's just do it shot by shot. I'm missing that one. Close. I can see it right there. As we bring each one in, alright, that's good. And I'll bring more down and start to do damage. Let's just fix up the ship. There won't be very much damage. We have a bit of a look, so we can see there we've got a little bit of damage done to the back area, a little bit to the hull. So if we just go back up to the repairs, let's just fix the hull up to start with. That'll only take a very, very short period of time. So we just click on these to then go and fix them up. That one there. Just to get our weapons. And the weapons at the back left as well. Yeah, back up to 100%. Right, well, now what's that? That's the helicopter. It's finally launched. Now our CWIS system should kick in automatically. So look at this guy. There we go. Bang, that's gone. Comes a missile. Come on. Get it going, get it going, get it going. Maybe the helicopter. Oh, awesomely done. That's a cloud at the top there. And that's the helicopter down. Okay, so that's the last asset. So that's the CWIS system. God, I love this guy. So we repaired it. I don't know if I thought it was the CWIS system was different. I know we've got 4 of them. 2. There must be another 2 somewhere else. Anyway, that's awesome. So we've now dealt with all of these different threats. There's still threats on the island itself. But now it's time to go in and capture, I think. So we'll just have a quick look at the viewing scope. There's still a lot on the island. So just press R and just get these guys ready again. So if we see any more walruses, that's what we need to take out. There we go, we've got one right there. But it's actually they're on that road. Let's just take that out. Looks like they're going to all sit in here. Just clicked. Gone. That's what we want. If you're playing with minimal stuff, you want to be getting at least 4 kills for every shot that you fire. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. We've got rid of a lot there, and there's really not a hell of a lot left. And if we just go back out now to the weapons systems back over here and have a look at the island, anything that we've missed will then show up. And so in this case, we've just wiped out all of those. There's only 2 that we don't know about. Everything else we've now accounted for, including that turret, which I don't know how that one got away from us. Anyway, there's only 2. That's a seal, and we don't know what this one was. But no matter what it is, we can deal with it now with just our ground forces. So in the next episode, we'll basically just go through and do that, and then we'll do probably one more episode after that, just to sort of then talk a little bit about the inventory and logistics, etc. But in this case, just to summarize, actually I'll do that in the next episode because that's where we'll be actually capturing this one. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you then.